Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I am sorry for not filming for such a long time. I know it's been a little bit over, I don't know, 80 days or something, but I just have some very exciting news. So first off, this is going to be just a little bit of a catch-up video because of you know, everything that has been going on. So I am very happy to let you know that today my daughter Valeria turns 8 weeks. So she is 8 weeks old today, and I am so happy to be sharing this with you. You know, so you've been with me on this entire journey, and I am so grateful for, you know, those of you who watched the videos and who were so supportive during the whole process. And now she's here, and now our little baby girl is here. She is amazing. She's just everything, guys. She's so cute. And yeah, I've just been a little overwhelmed, to be honest. I haven't had the time or the energy to sit down and film a video. Just to let you know, I'm going to film a separate birth story video. For now, I just wanted to say thank you again and to let you know that on the 19th of August, our daughter Valeria was born. I am fine, and baby's fine. I had a cesarean section delivery and everything was just fine. I didn't have any issues or complications with the cesarean section itself. However, I did have a complication afterward which demanded that I go into hospital again, and I had some surgery done again last week. That was done with full anesthesia as well. So basically I did have some complications that I'm going to talk about in a separate video as well. That is basically some pieces of the placenta were stuck in my uterus. They weren't expelled from my body and they kind of were causing problems. So I did go into the emergency unit last week and had that removed. This is one of the reasons as well why I didn't film for such a long time, because basically I knew that something was kind of off because I was bleeding for a very long time. So just wanted to make sure that everything was okay before I kind of sit down and, you know, tell you guys about what's been going on recently. So yeah, just a brief overview of, you know, the events and everything that has been going on from where I left off. So I had a planned cesarean section delivery and I went to hospital on the 18th of August. And Valeria was born on the 19th of August. We stayed in hospital for 5 days and then we were released to go home. Ever since then, we've been, you know, just enjoying our time together and getting to know one another, and it's been just such a pleasurable time. I think that, you know, those first couple of months are like the most precious time ever, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to, you know, stay at home and be with her all the time. And we've been, you know, going out on walks, we've been going out to the park and doing lots of various baby stuff, which at present is not that much because she's just now starting to be more active and to explore and stuff like that. But yeah, before that it was just basically us two spending a lot of time in this room and just bonding and getting to know each other. Now that I'm more kind of back on track with stuff and with my own life, I'm very excited to be sharing more information with you as well. Just with regards to my hydrocephalus, everything was fine. I did not have any issues with hydrocephalus or, you know, with my shunt being placed right behind my uterus, because my shunt is placed right behind my uterus. There was no, you know, implication or anything like that during my pregnancy and during the cesarean section delivery. I did not have any issues or any problems. I have planned to go on a control MRI probably in November or in December, just to make sure that everything is okay with my shunt and with my hydrocephalus. I feel fine. I do feel tired though, but I think that this is something which is, you know, common with moms, and just mom life is can be a little taxing sometimes, but it, you know, it's so enjoyable that it's unbelievable. However, you know, lack of sleep and not really regular sleeping and eating patterns and all of that, they can kind of, you know, be taxing on any type of a human body. So it's not only, you know, somebody who has a chronic disease or something. So with regards to hydrocephalus, I had a very easy pregnancy up until the very end. I did not have any problems with that as well, and up until childbirth and beyond, everything was just fine with that. So basically, if you do have hydrocephalus, Obviously everybody is different and everybody's story is different, but with regards to my journey and my personal experience, I didn't have any issues with childbirth. Of course, as mentioned, it was a planned cesarean section, which was recommended by my doctor. It was recommended by my obstetrician because of the pressure in my brain. He said that he wouldn't like for me to push as well, and that was also recommended by the neurosurgeons that I consulted before I even fell pregnant. So in this regard, in terms of childbirth, I wasn't really prepared what to expect. However, it was a very positive experience. As mentioned, I will have a separate video on that because I think that it's a very important topic, not only with people with hydrocephalus, but just cesarean sections in general, because I think that more and more people are kind of opting for cesarean sections just because vaginal births are a little bit more difficult to kind of plan and to have control over, while I feel that in terms of cesarean sections, you do have a little bit more of control. Like, you know, if everything goes to plan, of course, you know when it will happen, you know how it basically will happen. So you know it's a surgery, you know that there is going to be some type of discomfort, you know that there is going to be anesthesia, but basically you know that those things are going to happen. And with vaginal birth, there is a little bit more of uncertainty. Basically, any vaginal birth can also be turned into an emergency C-section if needed. So there are so many more questions with vaginal births than with planned C-sections, and because so many people opt for planned C-sections, I think that this is a topic that needs to be discussed and needs to be talked about more online. So I will definitely make sure to share my positive experience with cesarean birth section next week. That being said, I had a positive recovery experience as well. I've wanted so much to kind of sit down and, you know, talk to you guys about what's been going on, because I have received just so much support, both in comments and via Instagram as well, and I want to thank you so much for, you know, being here for all of this journey. Being pregnant, having you know, a cesarean C-section, and being a new mom with hydrocephalus, and not only with hydrocephalus, of course, is a whole new journey and, you know, a whole new thing itself that I'm going to, you know, try and document as good as I can. However, please, you know, please be patient with me, because sometimes I might not be able to, you know, I might not have the time or the energy really to sit down and film a long video with regards to any of the experiences that are coming along. Also, if you have any questions with regards to childbirth with hydrocephalus, or, you know, C-sections or anything like that, please let me know in the comment section below. I do read your comments, I respond to them, and, you know, if I can, I will share some more information with regards to whatever it is that you would like to know, because I know for sure that when I was looking for information, I couldn't find any. So I was, you know, kind of not only, this was kind of not only new for me as, you know, person with hydrocephalus, but like, there was literally no information and just nothing to, you know, just reassure me that, you know, everything's going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. My baby is going to be fine. I received this question via Instagram, and I just wanted to let you know, guys, as well, that my daughter does not have hydrocephalus. This is not something that, you know, she got passed on from me or something. She's perfectly fine. We've been following up closely with my doctor during my pregnancy as well for any type of neurological issues that might be captured during pregnancy, because as you know, my husband has some MS as well. This is not something that, you know, can be captured via ultrasound examination. Hydrocephalus can be captured via ultrasound exams, but MS cannot really be. We did run tests though. We did run tests for a couple of genetically born diseases as well, because we just wanted to, you know, make sure that she's fine with regards to our familial history of neurological diseases. And she is fine. The only exception is that it turns out that she's predisposed to gluten intolerance. You know, guys, that I am gluten intolerant, so that's something that I've passed on to her, unfortunately. And she is also predisposed for lactose intolerance. She hasn't had any issues with her feeding now. She was on combined feeding for 2 months. With that being said, I did breastfeed for a while. So I tried to breastfeed for 2 months, but I think I breastfed only for 1.5 months. And then when I went into hospital for my other for the removal of the tissue in the uterus that was retained after childbirth, I stopped breastfeeding because of all of the drugs and medication that were kind of flowing through my system. I had to be on antibiotics for 7 days past that as well. So I stopped breastfeeding, and now she's only on formula, but she's been doing fine on both breast milk and formula. She doesn't have any preferences. It wasn't any, you know, issue for her to go from breast milk to formula. And yeah, so she doesn't seem to have any issues with the formula. It's not a lactose-free formula, it's lactose containing formula, but she seems to be fine with that. And basically what we were told about the results of those genetic testings with regards to the intolerances is that she may or may not express any type of intolerance in her life, but we should be, you know, monitoring her when she's weaning and when she's moving on to eating lots of various foods. We should be monitoring her closely for any types of reactions to those foods. So that's kind of for us to be aware of, than for, you know, certainty that she will develop any type of intolerance at all. So that's what we did. We also preserved stem cells from the tissue and the blood of the umbilical cord, because in terms of neurological diseases, and this is something that I am very passionate about, you know, with regards to my history and my husband's history, in terms of neurological diseases, a lot of them can be treated now, or it's possible that they will be treated in the future with stem cells. So we decided that for us this was a must, and this was not something that we would be, you know, this was non-negotiable for us. So we collected and preserved stem cells. They're going to be now cryopreserved for 30 years. So that's something that, you know, we are very happy about this decision, and this is something that I will again touch upon on my birth video, because that was something that happened during my C-section, the collection of the cells. It's been such a long journey for us to get here, you know, with my miscarriage, with all of the fertility treatments, with the IVF, and, you know, the pregnancy and all the stress during pregnancy, because I was so stressed with regards to my previous miscarriage. But now we're here and she's here, and it's just the most amazing thing in the world, and I'm so grateful. And, you know, I'm just saying a silent prayer every day, because this is the most amazing thing that has happened to me, and I'm so glad that you guys shared this journey with me and that you've been here and supporting me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching today's video. And on my next video, I will be sharing my birth story. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Strawberry on my lips and your fingertips.